I am death, for it is God's commandment that all to me should be obedient.
Every man I will go with thee and be thy guide, in thy most need to go by thy side.
I will comfort you as well as I can, and a precious jewel I will give thee called penance, voider of adversity.
My friends, come hither and be present. Discretion, strength, my 5 wits, and beauty.
On an overall basis, black people have to be politically astute enough to analyze and understand the situation that we find ourselves in today. We have to understand the effect that the social engineering coming to us from the mainstream media, the various different mainstream media, and what effect that's having upon our community, the mindset and the culture that it is creating, the violent culture that is being created. We have to counteract that, institute programs within our community that are going to counteract that negative influence from the mainstream.
Preventing violence in the community, I think somewhat starts with the church getting back to its basic grassroots situation. Stop going into the prisons and thinking that that's outreach ministry. Get back to the communities, help the families in the community, get out in the communities and talk to them. Stop trying to tell them what they're doing is wrong. Look at salvation and going into the community, bringing the people back to the church, and let the pastor or the bishop or whoever do their job. Other things as the community leaders, getting them involved in the school programs, because the school can only do so much. If you have not been, you don't know how to deal with things. So if you have not been in a situation, how can you tell others about it? Our school teachers are from other neighborhoods. They have not experienced the low income neighborhoods. So
I believe that we can better our communities by getting back to the basics, bringing our children into a space to where they're comfortable, to where they can talk to us about their well-being, how they feel, about the arts. What are they good at? Everybody has a gift from God, so let's hone in on those gifts and get them into a positive environment to where they can give back.
I guess the question is how to prevent violence in the neighborhood. We're not going to prevent it all from the neighborhood. We can prevent some by being ourselves positive influences around other children and as well as our children.
Well, one of the things we have to do is understand why there is violence that exists in our community. When you have the lack of mentors, when you have the lack of recreational facilities in our communities, there's nothing for our youth to do. So naturally they're going to resort to being mischievous, which may lead to violence, which may lead to them being members of gangs, them just hanging on the block, so to speak. We have to understand, just why violence is in our community. Because again, it just didn't happen. Violence isn't just there just because there's violence. No, there's things that lead up to violence.
A solution would be for the parents to get with their children, play a more important, productive role in your child's life. Don't talk down to your children. That's one way to stop violence, because the violence starts at home, whether you realize it or not. Violence will start with you. It will start with your children first and foremost, and it will carry over into the streets. So if you take a more productive role in your child's life, hug your children, love them, build up their self-esteem, their subconscious, watch what they watch, listen to what they listen to. If they're getting any negative information, make sure you alleviate that. Don't allow your kids to, get too far away from you to where you can't, bridge the gap and help your child grow and develop in this world.
So I think one big thing with violence is
we need to address why you become violent. What is the underlying cause of this violence? In a lot of situations, it's due to unnecessary stress that we put on ourselves. So I think one big thing is we need to increase our amount of sleep, we need to watch our eating habits, and we need to appropriately deal with that stress through meditation, relaxation, and understanding of why that stress comes about. A lot of people say, oh, well, I don't really know how to manage my stress. I can't manage my stress. I can't change my job. I can't change my financial situation. I can't change family stressors. But there's always a way to manage those appropriately. And I think understanding why you get stressed out when dealing with these different things is one of the best ways to go about fixing it. And one wonderful thing going on right now is that we have the internet, which is very, very powerful. It can teach us so many different things about how to manage stress, how to handle stress. So that would be my take.
Well, what I like to do to like keep busy is like go places, be with friends, like go swimming, like just have fun instead of being at home. I think there should be like more activity places where you can go to like have different activities for like different kind of children, like swimming, dancing, karate, boxing, whatever, and like more activities to do.
I think that to keep me out of trouble, I just like to play my violin and just listen to music. And I think that they should build more clubs where people can enjoy themselves and go places and visit people.
Hey, this is Royal, and I'm sitting here with Passion. That's your name, right? Okay. What kind of things do you like to do to keep you out of trouble?
School, drawing, art.
What about dancing?
Dancing.
Can you dance? Okay.
Spending time with my mom, my family, my relatives, and going shopping and swimming.
Okay, there you go. She likes to do a lot of things. So hobbies are essential. So kids need to look at things they enjoy doing, and they need to find people to help them to cultivate those things. Mentors, family members, friends, that are about positive things. We need to channel that energy in a positive manner, and that's what Passion is saying, right, Passion?
Right.
Okay, thank you guys.